Ready? Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
When you look at this defense,
and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He gets away from one. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Willis. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis.
And his throw here's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
The shotgun snap to Willis.
Touchdown!
Danny Gray,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Oilers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Throwing to start the drive. Johnson, he finds his man, complete. It's Hodges. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A big gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Johnson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, they'll run with White.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 3. Willis looking to throw it.
This is White on the screen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards there on third down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check. Hurt.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a give up the middle. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year
As his guys are able to extend their lead.
A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going
for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's P. Ryan again on second down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Looking to throw. Johnson setting up the screen to P. Ryan. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 21, here's second and 9. Back to throw. Johnson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
His pass caught at the 4. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Here's Johnson to throw on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Back to throw, Willis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there, hurt.
Now Willis to throw.
Quick slant to Hamler. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Head the street. Liking 18.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now Willis.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed,
he's got a man complete. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Two yards still to go. Third down now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Check back, check back.
Willis out of the gun. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Johnson now. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Johnson. The quick slant caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Dreadnoughts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
Out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Willis to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Ready.
Now Willis.
45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw. Johnson. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Pirine.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Operating from the gun. Johnson. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
On the move to his left.
short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Willis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
Ready. Go check. Ready.
They defer to White out of the shotgun.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
60 Maverick.
Willis looks to pass it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
18, pioneer.
To throw, here's Willis. Caught left side, here's Dell.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
But that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
7 Pirates.
3rd down, it's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Johnson on its poke 3, football's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They go play action with Willis. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Got it. Ready?
3rd and 2.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
Willis looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Let's go now. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Running out of the gun with White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Second and 10.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting the field goal. They want to get into the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dreadnoughts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back,
All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Get it.
Back to throw, Willis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Willis will look to throw it. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Go, Reed. Go.
First down, here's White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap to Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Oilers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Okay, break. 79 Broncos.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready, right?
White, he'll try the left side. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Houston, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Toronto, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next.